da 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 da. I love the energy of this Katie so much. It's so me. I just feel accurately captured by this energy. Ba 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 da, ba 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 dum bum bum. And if I mute my audio, what happens? Oh, I fade out. Oh wait. I fade out, and then I don't come back into color. Huh. Muted. Unmuted. Dark mode, Katie. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. So we have the game up and running. Let me get the audio across in just a second, and it might be a little too loud. Let me see. It should be alright, actually, because it's quite quiet for y'all. Dark mode, Katie, and then final step, we're gonna get the game up and running. I can probably stop shining a plant light in my face now, can't I? It's so bright, holy smokes. And I think it's gonna be a window capture, because this has the feeling of a browser-based game. It gets so lonely here, and we make it big. With the black borders, I think we don't have an easy solution for. We're just gonna have to keep it, like, centered and moody. Let me see. Options, windowed, we're in full screen. Transitions all on. Text, font. All good. Yeah, I think this is what we're working with, which is fine. Dark mode, Katie. So we have ourselves our game, we have ourselves music. This game is called It Gets So Lonely Here. It's a game about problematic girls that are also cute. Look at the little fellow, yeah, hi talking goat, hi! I have no idea why I'm like slightly greyed out now. I assume Dave is doing some like desperate mod work. Like poor Dave just woke up and now has to deal with me. Isn't that awful? Isn't that awful? Imagine that. Imagine waking up and having to deal with me. Sounds like a nightmare. So, it gets so lonely here. Let me tell you a little bit about the story. You are running through a forest. It is late at night and the sky is black as pitch. The trees which surround you, jutting out of the earth like eerie monuments to a foreign god, are blotting out most of the moonlight. You do not know where you are going. You have no map, no route, no plan. Ah, I'm changing. You have no desire, as you run, save to escape. You cannot let yourself be caught. All you can do is run. On and 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 on. But despite all your hard work, your best efforts will invariably be in vain. It's already too late for you. After all, you'll never be escaped from me. You'll never be escaped from me. You'll never be able to escape from me. I hope me is a cute girl. Yeah, Fugi's decided I'm living in a dark room. This game is about 2 to 3 hours of reading, which means we're not finishing it in one session. Sorry. It's my own fault. 800 by 600 resolution for the old-timey aesthetic. It's an aesthetic, gang. I love that. Custom soundtrack, custom character artwork. 3 ? Pretty girls who will love you to death. Multiple exciting ways to die. And an archly amused narrator. Oh, I need to be archly amused. Yeah, I'm wiggling so much. The wiggling is non-stop. Non-stop wiggles. This game is, I believe, free on Steam. If somebody is able to check that, that would be grand. I'm pretty sure it's free. I don't think I bought it. And it's by the amazing Ebihime. Now, Ebihime is on Blue Sky, and they do amazing queer visual novels, both boys love and girls love. And I adore their work. I explore to the east. You awake to find yourself in a dark room. You explore left and walk into a spike. You die, you die, you die. Oh, niche references. Talking Goat, you've seen a dark room. Hell yeah. When? How? Tell me more. I know myself, Dave, and Zarlaxis saw it live at a convention, and oh my god, it was so good. Well, no, me and Zar saw it live. Dave wasn't there the first time. I think I had to bring him in later by watching on Twitch, because Dave was like, I'm not going to go to that. That sounds scary, and then we had to explain that no, it's just a very, very excited Aussie guy. No spooks, only very excited Aussie. Yeah, which is fair, because the marketing makes it look like a big horror. The marketing skews very horror. But it's actually adorable, and it's just an Australian dork, and it's so good and so nerdy. The marketing makes it look like it's gonna scare the shit out of you. I need to go see it again. Yeah, Zark, because it's regularly in your part of the world. You definitely should. You definitely should. I want to see different versions, because our one was I didn't go either Fringe, but I do catch on Twitch every so often. Yeah, the Twitch one is great. I should do a shout out for Robotron. Let's hope I spell it right. No, that's not right. Because I don't think Robotron of the Dark Room exclusively plays RimWorld. Let me see. I'm so good at— oh, okay, it's got two O's, two B's even. Robotron, you die. Oh, your shoutouts are on cooldown for 25 minutes. Of course they are. That's just my luck. But, okay, you awake. You find yourself in a dark room, playing a game that's free on Steam called It Gets So Lonely Here. You click start. You are running through a forest. It is late at night and the sky is as black as pitch. There's nothing to light your way save for the moon's milky glow, but its rays cannot reach you, not properly. One thing I love about Ebihimi's work is the amount of detail they put into the UI designs. So Ebihimi is primarily the writer for their games. They hire in other artists for the UI and the character sprites, which means every game has its own unique style. Honestly, Ebihimi is goals. I want to be them when I grow up. They do so much queer work, and they pump it out at a rate which is incredibly impressive. They're amazing. They're very inspirational to me when it comes to indie game dev. And this, I think, is one of my favorite UIs because it's just so good. It's so good. They do so much Zara work. Zara is awesome. There is nothing to light your way save for the moon's milky glow, but its rays cannot reach you, not properly. One of these days you need to write a visual novel so I can get our fave artist to do the character art. Oh, okay, let's talk about this after stream, because I do have some scripts for a visual novel that I could do with knuckling down on and at least getting a demo together. The trees which surround you, jutting out of the earth like eerie monuments to a foreign god, are blotting out most of the light. You cannot see where you are going. Even if you'd commenced your flight at a more sensible hour, however, with the light of the sun to aid you, it would be of little use. You do not know where you are going. You have no map, no route, no plan. You are running like a frightened animal, anxious and nervy, with no destination in mind. Speaking of frightened, anxious, nervy animals, Frankie the pug is just conked out in my lap. He's having a good night. He has had a stressful day because we had our roof repaired today. So he spent his entire day just trying to scream at us about how there's a strange man on the roof. Multiple strange men on the roof. And we were just ignoring him like maniacs. While he was trying so desperately to let us know there's a stranger on the roof. I can hear them moving around and we're just like do 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 do. And now he gets to sleep in the lap, so he's having a good time. You have no desire. As you run, save to escape. How could you? He was warning you. I mean, I tried to acknowledge him. I tried to tell him he's a good boy. But then he was annoyed at me for not doing anything about it. There's a man on the roof, fix it. I cannot fix it. The man is supposed to be on the roof. He is being paid well for his roofness. You have no desire as you run, save to escape. You cannot let yourself be caught. If that were to happen, you are certain you would be ruined. Oh, I want to be ruined. Also, I'm going to be nosy and check what the black text option is like. Black. Oh, it's slightly darker for contrast. Cool. I like that. I prefer the slightly lower contrast version though. It's a very slight difference. You want what now? Was that to be ruined? Yeah. Insert promo about how September is a thing and you get discounts on subs and stuff. It's true, you do get discounts on subs for September if you want to help me with my roof repair bills. But also it's Sam's birthday, so you should really just go sub to Sambians. You have no choice, therefore, but to keep going. On and on and on, though your feet are screaming at you for mercy. Also, not shilling for subs, but September is the time of year where you should check who you're subbing to and like bulk buy if you want a discount on your regulars, which I need to do. I'm really bad at remembering that. I got my 6 months in Zar. You're a star. You're a star. Shout out to Zarlaxis. And you're like, Katie, you were supposed to shout out Robotron. Okay, but okay, I can't. They're on cooldown again. Well, you know, I'll do what Zar did earlier and just, you know, direct link. There we go. Using my moderator linking privileges. You have no choice, therefore, but to keep going. On and on and on, though your feet are screaming at you for mercy. Or instead of bulk buying, buy Turbo. Is Turbo discounted for September? I'm very conflicted on Turbo. Because it is cheaper. And I should be saving money because times are tough right now. But I like emotes. Can do the old-fashioned shout out. I honestly don't. Like with my voice? Everyone go follow Zarlaxis on twitch.tv. I don't think that's what you meant. I think you meant like an alternative to the exclamation point. I don't remember what that is. Is it like slash? Oh, I don't. Oh, wait. Is it like slash? Oh, I think I'm doing it. You have to wait 1 minute 20 seconds before giving it a shout. That one's on cooldown too. That's illegal. But I did figure it out at least, so in a minute.
My name's Gustav.
In a minute I'll be able to do it.
Honk.
In a minute I'll be able to shout it, son. You have no choice, therefore, but to keep going on and on and on, though your feet are screaming at you for mercy. You have no idea how long you have been running. Time has begun to blend together. It has lost all meaning. Something sharp snags at the hem of your skirt, but you do not have the luxury to pause and examine what has happened. I feel like last time I played this game I was hyper and I was like, you know what, I'll need to do this again. A bit more serious. And here we are again. I'm having tech issues, I'm hopped up on sugar. And I'm unable to make it through a sentence without getting distracted. Oh man, I'm so good at Twitch.tv, gang. Will this work? 13 seconds. Oh, that's perfect for that energy though. Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you, Catherine. Instead, you tug. I bet I tug. Your shirt tears, the sound splitting through the forest, and you stumble forward with a shocked gasp. You are free, but at what cost? Yeah, I did a shout out! I did an old school shout out. Your skirt has been this one always gets me. Irrevocably damaged. Your skirt has been irrevocably damaged. There we go. Your skirt has been irrevocably damaged. I shouldn't sound so happy about that. Haha, your skirt's fucked. It might be too late to worry about such trivial matters now, though. If you do not start running again, and soon, she will catch you. I sure hope she does. Oh no, torn skirt, and she might catch me. Oh no. Oh no. Then your life will be over. You do not know if she is still following you, but you do not want to risk looking over your shoulder. If you were to see her, silhouetted beneath a tree, looking at you with that sickly sweet smile which once ensnared you, you would lose what little nerve you possess. It's so true, I would immediately lose all my nerve. Your legs would lock up and your blood would freeze in your veins. Then you would crumple. You would fall, but you would not hit the ground. She would be there to catch you. Aww. Did she not promise when you made that contract that you would never be alone? You would like to take back that silly wish of yours, but it is too late for that. Contracts. Contracts, huh? Demon wife. It is too late for a lot of things. All you can do is run. You run and run and run, while icy fog swirls about your feet. It is cold enough to sap the heat from your body, and you shudder from it. Of course, Ori. No, I'm with you there. It feels as though you are drowning. It feels as though you are being buried alive. Your knees and your shins, meanwhile, are bleeding. You cannot endure much more of this. But if you value your own life, you must. Okay, but what if I don't? What if I don't value my own life, huh? What if, pretty lady? You run, and you run, and you run, until at long last you reach a fork in the road. There are 3 paths which split off through the forest. Well, 4 if you count the path down which you came. You can't exactly double back on yourself, though, not when you've put so much effort into running forwards. You can only press on. The 3 paths are signposted, which is something of a strange sight given you're so deep in the forest. What about Pretty Lady? You mean yourself and Dave as lady? Oh gosh, don't put thoughts of gender swap Dave into my heart. I'll die. I'll die of queer panic. A lady with that much dominant energy would be... Stay focused, Katie, stay focused. Dark though it might be, you have grown accustomed to the shadows. You can just about pick up the writing on this old, dilapidated signpost, curved and slanted though it is. Gender swap Dave, gender swap Dave, gender swap Dave, femme Dave. You want me to grow my hair out and slip into something a little more skirty? I mean, honestly, you can be the kind of femme who wears a suit. Honestly, I'll crumple just as easily. And honestly, you don't need to be gender swapped to wear a skirt, babe. You live in Scotland. Easy access 24/7. Yeah! Bagpipe noises. You can just about pick out the writing on this old, dilapidated signpost, curved and slanted though it is. Your fate, if you will forgive me for sounding cliche, is in your hands. Now I wonder, which path will you take? The path where I save. We have go to the shore, go to the village, go to the castle. What if we do a poll for that? What do shore, village, castle? You have 2 minutes. Pick the path. Pick the path. I'm gonna cuddle a pug while you vote. Sir Dave is so cool. Dave doesn't do things by half. That's true. A lot of people will have already heard this, but the time that he surprised me by arranging for us to go to My Chemical Romance gig, and I was super nervous the whole time because I didn't think he liked My Chemical Romance, and he pretended he didn't like My Chemical Romance, so I was just like, oh no, I'm making you go out of your way to come to this gig with me. Oh no. Oh no. And then on the day of the gig, a couple of hours before the gig, he surprises me by just like going into a bathroom and then coming out in full emo gear, hair that he'd been growing out for months, eyeliner, piercings, black clothing, the spiky wristbands galore, fake piercings, the whole shebang. Full-assed, absolutely full-assed it. Yeah. My Chemical Romance, sure, yeah, he did indeed buy one for this. Like, the dude knows how to commit to a bit with absolute glory. And then, of course, I panicked because I dressed all smart because I was trying to be all cool and suave. And hey, it's okay that you don't like my favorite band in my whole life and in my whole world forever. I'm gonna like dress like a normal, not obsessed with emo partner. And then he comes out like that, so I'm like, right, fine, I guess we're going to Claire's Accessories because we can't have just one of us going all in. So we made a mad dash to Claire's Accessories, which for non-UK folks is like the hot topic of the UK. so I could get fully kitted out. We spent a huge amount in Claire's accessories. We probably kept them afloat for that year. Sorry, we haven't been there this year, so they're in trouble again. And then we went to the gig, and he knew most of the lyrics because he'd been secretly listening to My Chemical Romance whenever I wasn't in the house. Secret, stealth, My Chemical Romancing. And that it's so cute. It's so romantic. My heart. It was a huge surprise, and it was lovely. It was a good time. But stealth, being a secret emo, stealth listening to My Chemical Romance when I was out of the house, which is difficult because I never leave the house. It was very, very sweet. The winners are Shore and Castle. Okay, let's try Castle first, because I'm embarrassed at myself for misspelling Shore, honestly. And then we'll try Shore second. Let's go to the castle. So, you want to go to the castle? Good idea. All decent fairy tales tend to conclude in castles once they're beleaguered. Put upon heroines are finally able to wed the handsome princes they once dreamed of. Hellhound says, it makes me so happy you two find each other. Yeah, I appreciate that. I am also very happy that we have found each other. And also, I feel like we would have found each other no matter what. In any universe, we're very good at that. Across all universes and all timelines, we will find each other. Katie put an option for herself short. No. You're correct, though. She was adorable, as if I wouldn't have a fund put aside for emoing her up. 150 was roughly how much I spent in Claire. Okay, but to be fair, back in those days, even if you didn't have it put aside, you would just be like, yeet money. Dave is dangerous when he has money. Yeah, I'm wobbling, Cheeky, I'm wobbling. Dave would probably learn a whole new skill just to distract his friend from being sad. I feel like he's definitely done that. Yeah, I didn't notice the hair growth. You hid it for many months because you'd just been like doing a little back swoop with it and styling it. And also I'm very oblivious, always. Incredibly oblivious, especially with gradual change. All decent fairy tales tend to conclude in castles once they're beleaguered. Put upon heroines are finally able to wed the handsome princes they once dreamed of. Why bother trying your luck with the shore, which may very well be deserted, or the village, which will be full of dirty, barefoot peasants? It's far better to skip the suffering and go straight to the grand finale, but oh no. Yeah, you dyed your hair. You dyed your hair in the bathroom too, but see, moderator Dave, you've all seen his avatar. The blue hair doesn't take dye very well, unfortunately. Oh no, we're classist. We are classist, yeah. Your lore is so fucking cute. It seems like a manga thing. God, I mean, that's only the tip of the iceberg, honestly. We've got it all. We've got meeting each other when we were in relationships, then both of our partners cheated on us with each other. So both of our exes cheated on us with themselves, and we're just watching this like, wow, your ex is shitty. Yeah, your ex is shitty too. Want a smooch? Hell yeah. Except it wasn't really hell yeah, because Dave very much had a reputation of just being the man-whoriest of man-whores. He was not, in fact, but in teenage terms. In teenage terms, he was confident and flirty, so he had the reputation. So I was like, okay, this guy is clearly just wanting to, as Fall Out Boy have taught me, he just wants a notch on his bedpost. And that would hurt my pride very deeply. So I'm gonna make sure that he's committed. I'm gonna, like, make sure that he is serious about this relationship before literally anything happens ever. And I kept putting, like, little random challenges in. He just wants to sleep with me. Hell yeah, I wish I was like that, but no. This ex-raised Christian cat girl was like, oh no. To be ruined by a bad boy. The shame that would bring upon my family. Currently, Katie's like, hell yeah. Katie at the time was like, oh no. And I made his life very difficult for a good good while at the start of dating by just being like, you're clearly just leading me on. Clearly at some point this is going to be like, haha, funny joke, because I feel like a lot of people in the chat are going to relate to having that old joke played on them. Okay, we're on the BRB. I will babble more when we're back from the ad break. Ta-da! Adverts. We're back from the ads. I've entirely lost track of where I was in the story, honestly. Just Dave Cute story end. Dave Cute, yeah, it was basically a nightmare for the first couple of weeks and constantly testing him for his loyalty and being like, you know, if you want to go kiss other girls, that's fine. I'd be totally fine with that. You know, just I'm about to disappear home, so you know, if you just want to go smooch other girls while I'm away, that's fine by me. You do you. That's fine. That's true. In the deep Dave and Katie lore, before we were together, he did try to set me up with someone else at the beach party while he was dating his ex at the time. Dang. We love complex history. The love of them. The rose is crushed by the cruelty of Venom's plot. In knots of light they come back to life as a unique rose of lovers quell the light. For each belong together in the vestiges of their songs, dances in thy honor, angels and devils drink love together. Ooh, gorgeous words, Hellhound. Is that a poem? By the way, Hellhound, I was watching the Stubbs birthday stream. Sorry, not birthday stream, anniversary stream, which was yesterday. And she shared some art you'd done, and Hellhound, my gosh, you've got amazing artistic talents. Your style is gorgeous. I have not seen nearly enough of your work. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And you wrote that for us. Dang, I know you're a wordsmith, but I didn't know that you were also a pensmith. A pen wizard. What a lovely, lovely gift indeed. Gifted with words and with pen. Dang. All the creative blessings on Hellhound. I love seeing your art in the anniversary stream. Really great work. You're so talented. Every day I'm learning new things about Hellhound and their endless talents. No, this is about you guys. Haha, get reversed. Get Uno'd. Get Uno'd. Where's my Uno card? There it is. Uno card! Ta-da! Thank you very much, Hellhound. I love it. I love it. Did you know? Did I know what? Hellhound is actually a maid. The best maid around. I'm not used to this, master. You should be. You should be used to compliments because you are amazing. You are incredible and we all love you. It is far better to skip to the finale. It is far better to skip the suffering and go straight to the grand finale. That is very astute of you. Thank you, narrator. I love the snarky narrator in this. I did not realize you had it in you to be so mercenary. I'm a mercenary cat. Rawr. I can only wonder what you will uncover during your moonlight meanderings. I hope, cute girls. The night is far from over, and your adventures are only just beginning. I hope only that you've brushed up on your curtsies. They might come in handy when one is interacting with a sovereign. Royals can be temperamental after all. Ooh, hot royals. Hot royals. The monarchy is fun in fiction. In real life, Why do you need cute girls? Just look at Hellhound, they're cute. But yeah, but I can't look at Hellhound 24/7 because Hellhound needs to share themselves with the world. I just do things for people to smile, that's all I want. Okay, well what would make me smile is you taking care of yourself and looking after yourself, okay, Hellhound? So don't forget that. I much appreciate all the amazing work you do being kind to this community, but don't forget to look after yourself because your health is hugely important to me, and you got a lot of health things to think about, so make sure you look after your mind and your body, okay? And no crying! New rule, no crying. No crying allowed. I don't need to look after myself, right? I mean, Ori, you're a brat. If I tell you to look after yourself, you'll just be like, no, I'm gonna go eat some metal. I could try and tell you to look after yourself, but a brat knows a brat, okay? Pot and kettle right here. Hey, that was one time on accident. Well, Ori, how about you don't look after yourself, and how about you don't treat yourself kindly, huh? Huh? How about that? Does reverse psychology work? I don't know. Waterworks working. No, stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Okay, bet I'll do that. I don't know if the reverse psychology is working or not. Royals can be temperamental after all. If you fail to treat them with the prerequisite amount of respect, you might come to regret it. Hydrate! Oh, good point. I should hydrate.
Moist.
I found some leftover chocolate from, maybe 2 Christmases ago. And that is tonight's chocolate treat, and honestly, it's so good. It's so good. For the UK folks, it's posh chocolate as well. It's Monty Bojangles. They have the weirdest names. Their names of their chocolate are like Monty Bojangles Chocolate Scoffles, but this one is the Monty Bojangles Truffle Selection. And it's tasty. And Davis also had a box of it today. I saw it on his desk, so we are both enjoying the fancy chocolates today. There's also multiple boxes of Matchmakers, which are another UK chocolate, which are like chocolate sticks with little bits in them. Usually delicious. These are a little bit past their best, and honestly they're not great, I won't lie. I'd be able to use them for cooking though, maybe. You follow the path which leads to the castle, supporting yourself on weary, aching legs which feel ready, at a moment's notice, to detach from your hips. Wait, October flights to Scotland cheap as hell. RE visit? RE visit? Zara says, oh god, I'm going through my collection of random pictures I've had since the 2000s, and I've got a scan from a book on the future from like the 70s or 80s about computer criminals. Oh, tell me more. Oh, Hellhound. Well, you are talented, and my biggest wish for you is that given time to recover and to heal from the terrible past for your ex, that you will see it yourself without us needing to tell you. Because it's very much there, like factually, you are mega talented and have lots of people who adore you. But I know it's hard to see that after a bad relationship, and I hope that in time you get to see it yourself without us needing to prompt you. I want that for you. I want you to just feel it inherently. In the heart, in your maidly heart, when you're putting on your maid uniform and like doing the fun little frilly bits at the front, or like buttoning the front. I want you to like feel it. Yeah, that is my wish for you. You are a very important maid to all of us. Also, in the game, my hips are ready to detach. I'm so ready for cute girls. Me and my detachable hips. You're a little more than a wisp of a girl, but you have been running for so very long, and your feet are so very numb. You feel like a great lumbering thing, clumsy and ungainly. The soles of your feet are screaming at you. You need to lie down, and quickly. Your only hope, as you continue to run, is that you will find a spare room available for you in the castle. A spare room, huh? You do not know what exactly will await you at the castle, but you have visions as you run of a vast opulent dwelling. Oh, it's going to be decrepit, isn't it? This dwelling will surely be full of finely furnished rooms in which you might rest your weary head. There must also be a king and a queen inside this castle, you ponder, who will be kind and wise, and what of their children? What of a princess? Every good castle must possess a princess who will take pity on you in your plight. I'm imagining our MC's like a Titan from Attack on Titan, lumbering ungainly through the woods. Giant women, you see? Giant women, you say? Yep. Oh, yeah, Ori, that makes sense, honestly. The budget flights are really dang cheap in Scotland. I think, so for work I have to fly a lot from Scotland to London, and it's always very cheap going out. And I think it's because the Scottish government subsidizes the air routes a little. I think there's a degree of that happening. I don't fully know. I haven't researched it, honestly. But I noticed the flights from London upwards are always a little bit more But it wouldn't surprise me if there's a thing going on where they want to bring in more European traffic and they're subsidizing things a little bit. Or it could just be cheap. It could just be air economics at this point. I do not know. Either way, we love cheap flights. Every good castle must possess a princess who will take pity on you and your plight. You can imagine the face of this generous princess with ease, thanks to the fairy tales you read in abundance as a small child. The princess will be fair of hair and blue of eye, with soft pink lips, pursed like rosebuds. Only 100 quid if I want to reserve a seat and get a small suitcase with. You mind me asking which airline, Ori? Because yeah, if it's EasyJet, their under-seat bag default allowance is fairly small, so a suitcase would probably be to your benefit. Reserving a seat I don't usually find necessary, but I forget what your height. I forget what your height is, Ori. I'm a shorty, so I can pretty much sit most places comfortably. If you have preferences, it is generally worth reserving a seat. Oh no, her bag autism is kicking in. No, I'm resisting actually, I'm resisting. I did see a really nice rucksack the other day, but I was like, no. It's really nice, it's waxed canvas, and I love waxed canvas, but I have my flight bag. It fits the EasyJet regulations. I do not need any other bag. I've got my flight bag. I have all I need. Yeah, so tell us more about bag sizes, Katie. I mean, if you're in the UK and flying EasyJet, the Osprey 26 and 6 is just the flat-out winner if you want to maximise your bag space. There are other prettier bags around, there are hardier, tougher bags around, but if you want to fully min-max your bag space because you're Katie and you always overpack, the Osprey 26 and 6. More budget contenders would be the Cabin Zero Military, which is great. And of course Zara has first-hand experience because I gave my one of that. And that's a great bag for budget airline travel as well. And what's the other one I use? I've forgotten. There is another one. I don't know. I'm being pulled into the trap. I'm like 5'11", I just fit, but I usually want a window seat. Yeah, window seats are good. That's me in life. Oh. Or you've got me so curious what airport you're planning to fly into. Her limbs will be slender, her hands dainty and unsullied from physical labour, and her sensibilities will be sweeter than marzipan. She will be kind to you and compassionate, just like an older sister. Oh, that is closest to Zar. Because the thing is, Zara and I are at basically opposite ends of the country. Not quite, but there's a little bit of distance, but for a chance to meet the Ori, I can drive. I can go vroom vroom in the car. She will be kind to you and compassionate, just like an older sister. Okay, how about not like an older sister, though? A wise Oni-san. You do not know what older sisters are like, though. Or younger sisters, for that matter. You are only guessing. You are not a complete fool, however, despite your tendency to daydream, and you do have a few reservations. Monarchs do not, as you know from your voracious reading, have the best track record when it comes to caring for the peasantry, but don't I also hate peasants? Didn't we learn that? Katie came to visit while I have Ori over. I won't promise it because you know the finances are a little tight right now. But if I can, I absolutely will. If I can make that happen, because I want to see Zara again and I want to see Ori. So if I can, I absolutely will. Am I peasantry or not? Was there not a very famous queen who once said, with a cavalier wave of her hand, that the hungry peasants in our kingdom should content themselves with cake if bread was not an option? Let them eat cake. You think that this might be a misquote, but the point still stands. Though royals are supposed to grant their subjects succor in their time of need, this does not always happen. In fact, it very rarely happens. Kings and queens and princesses and princes are just people at the end of the day, and they are subject to the same caprices that all humans are. Well, eat cake all day long. Dang, Dave thinking about bums. I just had to embrace the gremlin and just say that in the least sexy way possible. Damn, he thinking about bums. They can also be careless and selfish and inconsiderate and thinking about bums. There is no guarantee that this mythical princess of your imagination will help you. Why? There's no guarantee that this mythical princess exists at all. Hug update, Frankie is still flat out, but he's also so bloody warm I am overheating. 100 emoji, thinking about bums. 100 emoji. Frankie, I miss you. I miss you. You're asleep, so you're not paying attention to me. But you're content. He's like, mother, I've spent all day being angry about the roof men. Now they are finally gone. Let me sleep. Oh, he's such a cute boy. He might be snoring. You'll hear it before I will, because my headphones cancel the sound a lot. They can also be careless, selfish, and inconsiderate. There is no guarantee that this mythical princess of your imagination will help you. Why? There is no guarantee that this mythical princess exists at all. So I haven't played Slay the Princess yet. It's on the list because I love Abby Howard's art. And I enjoyed her so much in the reality TV show Strip Search, which is about comics. I should lead with that. But in my head, it gets so lonely here, and Slay the Princess share very similar universes. I woke up with a hunger for garlic bread. If there's enough slices for us both, can I grab one? I want the garlic bread, and I'm gonna. If not, when I go downstairs, the smell is gonna drive me absolutely bananas. I've been craving the Little Caesars crazy bread specifically. Oh, that sounds good. I've heard of that before, and it sounds incredible. I also want to try Olive Garden breadsticks, I won't lie. The crazy bread from Caesars tastes... I'm on a recipe blog now. Nobody is surprised. It's me. I'm distractible. Tastes like a combination of soft breadsticks and garlic bread. Use melted butter mixed with salt and garlic powder. You can use fresh garlic instead, but the garlic powder much closer mimics the flavour of Little Caesars breadsticks. Oh, that's interesting. Brush the butter all over the warm breadsticks and finish with grated Parmesan cheese. She'll stick to the butter. Oh, that looks good. I'll show you the recipe. A terrible semblance of garlic bread, but I love it for that. Honestly, as long as it tastes like garlic, I'm happy. Nothing makes me sadder than garlic bread that doesn't taste like garlic. Like the cheap grind Parmesan, honestly, still good, still good. I don't think I've very rarely had expensive Parmesan, so the cheap stuff is banger in my books. Still, you must try. It is this hope which keeps you going. You continue to run to the castle. It takes some time before you finally emerge from the woods, but finally, you do it. How much time, you ask? I cannot answer that. Did I not say that time had begun to lose all its meaning? Oh, timey-wimey. Parmesan has a smell that legit makes you nauseous. That's fair. It's got a very distinct smell. I love it because I have nostalgic memories of it, but I can understand why the smell would set people off. The forest is behind you now, at least, and all the awful nightmares which dwelt within it. The garlic bread is in my belly. Oh no! Denied garlic bread! I riot. I riot. Okay, Dave's cancelled now, gang. Relationship done. Some things are unforgivable. It is still cold though, and foggy, and very, very dark. The sun has yet to rise. You can see the moon more clearly now though, as it hangs above your head, round as any pearl or orb or crystal ball. It's okay, Dave, don't worry, it's fine. I also have issues with tuna, and I'm allergic to. Yeah, tuna I do not like the smell of. But tuna is one of those weird foods where if you're born female, you're only supposed to have like 1 can a month, I think. Like the mercury levels are especially dangerous for women. So I kind of wrote it off anyway as one of those meals that is too restrictive for me to bother with. Love mackerel though. Thy word/darkness that has chained the veiled spirit to a poetry of tears, a spark of love in my beaten skin, trembling the bones, scared of torment. Surprised the moment is that, not of horror but kindness, and like sorcery, thy warmth opens a window in thy gentle broken heart, healing a spectre of thy misery. Woof, says Hellhound. I wish you many more sparks. All the sparks until it becomes a flame and becomes a blaze. Bummer, I like tuna. It's a good cheap protein. Yeah, I always feel bad that I don't like it because it is such a nice cheap protein source. Dave loves it. Dave loves it. It's such good imagery, right, Catherine? Yeah. Beautiful. I'm gonna fact check the tuna thing for women because I've forgotten the exact figures. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What's the mercury limit? What's the so the NHS currently recommends, let me pull up the latest guidelines. Where's my tinned tuna guidelines, please? Is there a whole section for tuna? I feel like there should be. Oh, love the undead vibes. I plan to make tuna fritter thing this coming week. I hope I like it. I don't know. So current NHS guidelines are if you're trying for a baby or are pregnant, no more than 4 cans of tuna a week. Or no more than 2 tuna steaks a week. That's actually way higher than I thought. Way higher than I thought. Because I think it used to be when I was in human terms younger. I think it used to be like 3 cans a month or something was the max recommended. I was like, I don't want to do counting. Tuna doesn't count as oily fish. I didn't know tuna doesn't count as oily fish. Makes sense though. It looks like they've slackened the guidelines, so I wonder if a bit of it was like early noughties kind of scare stories. Because the NHS guidelines right now are pretty wide. So yeah, I apologize. I seem to have been regurgitating old info there. It looks like tuna's fine now as long as you're not pregnant and taking like 4 cans a week. How about for us intersex folks? That's a good question. I would probably say A, speak to your doctor, but B, probably follow the guidelines for women to be on the safe side, I guess. I'm not sure. Oh, Hellhound, by the way. A friend of mine, Elle Lamb, they've just re-released Pantomime, which is an amazing book that they wrote many moons ago. They've just released Elle's version, which is an updated version. And it's got an intersex protagonist, and it's such a wonderful gas lamp fantasy story, coming of age story. It's incredible. I love it so much. I'm really excited about Elle's version. And yeah, if you want to read a trilogy with an intersex protagonist, it's so good. Highly recommend it. I'm really looking forward to reading the Elle's version because the original trilogy was so good, and with all the years Elle has had to work on their craft, I'm even more excited about the new version. It's going to be so good. And yeah, when it was released, it was one of very few books with an intersex protagonist, especially in what was the YA field at the time, the YA genre. And even now to this day, there's still not that many books out there, which is a real shame. And it's very much part of the character and part of the story, but it's not like entirely about that and nothing else. It's still a really fun fantasy adventure. There's romance, there's hijinks, there's lots. It's not like entirely focused in on the experience of being intersex, because Elle is not intersex themselves and they didn't want to steal that from people whose own voices could be talking about it. But Elle did do their research really well and did a fantastic job and spoke to a lot of people in the community, and they did fantastic work, honestly. I just keep thinking you're talking about the Death Note. That's fair. That's fair. Elle is lovely. They used to write under a different name, but through the pantomime books, they did find out a lot about their own gender. So they've gone with Elle now as a kind of gender neutral writing name. The tuna rules mostly do with pregnancy. Yeah, I feel like looking at the NHS page, it's basically fine to eat tuna now, and whatever I was told back in the day has been long debunked. Yeah. Tuna goated, now we know. I still don't like the smell though. It's really good. It's really good, Hellhound. I also believe on like Goodreads and other reading sites, it has a fairly like nice, dedicated fan base of intersex folks who found the books and were just really excited to read about people like themselves in a time when that was really, really difficult to do, which I just find really nice. When it was initially out, Elle did get some flack for people were like, "Why are you writing about intersex people when you're not intersex yourself?" But it really had a lot of impact on the field, and it's really good. It's really good. Yeah, thank you for linking to the trilogy. Thank you. It's so good. It's so good. You can see the moon more clearly now, though, as it hangs in your words. I've linked it and stuff will got mentioned on stream too. Heck yeah, heck yeah. I will always review a pantomime. I read the original release. I read the re-release, and I'm looking forward to reading the Elle's version now as well. What if I just read a different version of it every year? You can see the moon more clearly now, though, as it hangs above your head, round as any pearl or orb or crystal ball. The moonlight shines down upon the castle, which looms in front of you like a cliffside, but where you didn't go to the shore. Oh, excitement, excitement, Ori! That's very exciting. Don't push yourself, though, if you're short on money, okay? Because I know the cheap flights can be very enticing, but they also happen relatively frequently. If your savings aren't in a good spot for it, you can wait a bit and the flights will still be cheap in a couple of months. Don't push yourself, yeah? Look after yourself financially. Very important. The stone, I get paid the 30th. That kind of sounds like you're living paycheck to paycheck, Ori. Do you have an emergency fund? You better have an emergency fund. Emergency fund first, okay? Safety important. Look after yourself. The stone edifice of the building is imposing, and it drowns you in shadows darker than the depths of the deepest ocean. The house smells like garlic bread now. I'm dying. And my savings have enough. Do you have an emergency fund, though? Okay, you do have an emergency fund. Okay, that makes me feel better. Does not ship to where I am now. Okay, in that case, I bet I have a solution. Give me a second. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Da 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 da. Maybe 2 seconds. So, if you're in the US, these are the purchase links that you need. That's the alternative US links. If you're in the UK, the second link for Hodderscape is the ones that you need. Yeah, different publishers in different regions. And if all else fails, Book Depository is really good at shipping pretty much anywhere. 2 seconds, how demanding. I know y'all can last. Oh, Book Depository, is the website gone now? Oh, that makes me sad. It just redirects to Amazon now. Oh, I hate that. I know Amazon owned it, but now it's a whole different site. A Dave has appeared. Does he have garlic? Garlic bread, thank you, but how? Did you not eat your last bit? Thank you, I got garlic bread. You can tell Frankie the pug is exhausted because he's not even looked up at the smell of delicious garlic bread. Well, I'm not going to look the gift garlic bread in the mouth. I'm going to have it right now. Is worse, I'm in Portugal. Oh, I'm surprised the UK version doesn't ship to you. Portugal shouldn't be difficult to get shipped to. That's weird. I would follow the UK link then, and let me see what the UK options are. Podderscape directly should be able to ship to you. Because they've got the US on their no-go list right now, but other than that it should be okay. Portugal's a basket crab. Oh, I like Portugal. That is some very Ace energy. We love our garlic bread. Honestly, the best. Oh, Frankie's woken up. He's like, wait, hang on, garlic bread? Unfortunately, I can't multitask, so you're just gonna get a silence while I eat garlic bread. And think about hot ladies. And ace people. A very confused pug is just looking around like, garlic bread, garlic bread. I hope you enjoyed your moment of garlicky silence. You can also observe the moment of garlicky silence if you're able to obtain garlic bread yourself. Get yourself some tasty bread. Think about how cool ace people are. Think about hot women too if you want. It's all good. Think about your favourite streamers if you want to. And now, back to It Gets So Lonely Here. The stone edifice of the building is imposing, and it drowns you in shadows darker than the depths of the deepest ocean. The castle is not all dark though, not like the night sky above it. When you crane your head, you can see that there are lights flickering within, in the narrow, slitted windows. It would appear that somebody is home. Hi, Frankie. Frankie's home. Mother, where's the garlic bread? Give it to me. Well, go on, I'm sorry. Go back to sleep. The king and the queen, perhaps? What of their servants? What, perhaps more pressingly, of their guards? You half expect, as you stand there, the armoured knights will accost you for daring to approach the castle of king and queen so-and-so. Do you not know your place, foolish peasant girl with the dirty skirt? Be gone with you. You are not, of course, a peasant. Your family is a wealthy one, or rather, they were, before your father made a series of poor financial decisions. Men making bad decisions? Impossible. Impossible. You do not look like a young lady right now, though, with your dirty face and your dirty skirt, which is torn at the hem. If any guards were to take you for a vagrant, it would not be surprising. But, though you stand there dithering, your filthy fingers hooked in front of your filthy skirt, you do not hear any cries. Nobody sounds the alarm. Lights might be on inside the castle, but there is nobody outside of its perimeter standing sentry. Oh, exciting, Hellhound! You got an option near you. There is nobody to impede your entry, and the elaborate iron gates which are set into the vast stone walls above the castle's exterior are open just a crack about the castle's exterior. It would be a trivial matter to slip inside. There is nobody to stop you. Why are you trembling now, you silly thing? You've come so very far. It would be an act of foolishness to turn around now. Go on. Go. You inhale, perhaps in an attempt to screw up your courage, which has at long last begun to fail you. And then you step forwards. You slide between the wrought iron gates, as stealthy and as secretive as a thief, then cross the path which leads up to the tall, imposing structure. The domed doorway which leads into the castle itself, hewn from stone, is closed, but at the push of your palm it swings inwards. The door creaks alarmingly as it opens, the sound loud enough to split the silence like a thunderclap. Thunder noises. You inhale at this and glance around, your eyes darting hither and thither. If there are any guards posted about the castle's grounds, they should all have been alerted by that sound. Castle! Will they come for you at long last? What will happen should they catch you? Will they throw you in the dungeons? That does not sound like a pleasant way to spend a night. At least you'd have a roof over your head though, and you wouldn't have to keep walking. Your feet really do ache. You stand there for an indeterminable amount of time, your heart pounding a panicked, irregular rhythm in the base of your throat. But no matter how much time elapses, no guards come. You are thankful for your good luck, though it does make you wonder. Where is everybody? Why, it's almost as if all the people in the world have disappeared. Could you be the very last human left alive? You frown, then press your palm back against the door. You push less cautiously this time, heedless of the loud sound which splits the silence. There is no point in worrying about the guards, not when they might very well be non-existent. Your entry to the castle secured, you then take a step forwards. The door swings shut behind you, and the resultant slam makes you jump. You didn't expect it. Your heart knocks against your ribs, and with wild eyes, you glance about. You are standing in a vast entrance hall made of stone, which splits off into any number of passages. At the very end of the hall, meanwhile, there is a large, elaborate staircase, one which seems to extend to the heavens themselves. It is dark inside the hall, but there are numerous torches set in sconces in the stone wall, which are aflame. They offer some relief from the shadows. You can hear the faint sound of the wind outdoors as it moans against the castle's impervious walls, but you can't hear any footsteps. You can't hear any voices. You can't, more importantly, hear any people. Maybe the castle is empty. If that is the case though, then who lit these torches? It's a curious conundrum. Cat have shop, things in shop. Buy thing from shop. Cat have shop, things in shop, buy things from shop. It's so true. Yeah, that bot has one job and it does it well. Did you mention commerce shop? Did you know we have a shop? We do have a shop. It's got stickers and charms and keychains. You can have a little Katie who goes with you on all your adventures. You muster up what remains of your courage, then cry out, addressing the empty hall in a timorous voice which fails to properly fill up the space. I love the word timorous. Hello, you say, your eyes wide. Is anyone there? Did you just woof because I said hello?
Good job!
Good job! Thank you, Zara. Your voice echoes through the vast empty hall, but it's met, yet again, with silence. You cannot say you're too surprised, but it is somewhat disappointing. Not one to be deterred, you try again and again, your voice growing louder with each subsequent attempt. Wait, is it Friday? It's Friday, I forgot it was Friday! Katie, Keyblade charm. Oh. I want a Keyblade. I haven't actually played Kingdom Hearts. It's on the list. It's on the list. One day I'll get to play it. Dearly beloved. Do 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 do. No matter how loud your voice, however, it fails to reach any ears. It is Friday. I assume you committed to ignoring your bedtime. I'm not actually. I'm trying to mind my bedtime. I'm trying to be a good cat girl. Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Exactly, gotta get down onto a mattress and then curl up in a blanket and then chew me, sleepy time. That is the best kind of getting down on Friday. I know Dave's hopes just rose dramatically at get down on a mattress and then we're dashed. If anyone is here, they do not seem to be particularly sociable. That, or perhaps they simply cannot hear you. Could they be in another room? Yes, that must be it. You will never find that pretty fairy tale princess of your imagination if you stand idle, you know? It's time to get to work. Put those legs of yours to good use. Not knowing what else to do, is there anything else you can do? You begin to explore. Dave says, I mean, I've had a nap and recharged my energy. Yeah, that makes one of us. I'm still running on very little sleep. Caffeine has not fixed my brain. What's up, Czar? What's up? What kind of brain worms are we facing tonight? Because you've had a really busy week. Like, I would hope you're not trying to ask too much of your brain on a Friday night, because you need rest. You need rest and something nice and chill to do. Like Persona 5 Tactica. You examine the rooms first on the ground floor of the castle, which are of a similar scale to the impressive entrance hall, large and richly furnished, but utterly unoccupied. Bit of a brain fog and headache. Yeah, Czar, you gotta do some self-care, and caffeine is not self-care. Also, have you drank water? And have you taken your meds? She says, not having taken her meds because she had to run to stream late. I'm gonna take my meds right now, chat. Witness me. Witness me. I'm gonna do this live. Where's my juice gone? What's over there? Caffeine is self-care, lies and falsehoods. I was going to build tiny spaceships, but cheer comfy. Understandable. Cheer comfy. You're very comfy. Nothing wrong with sitting in a chair being comfy. You've taken your meds and you've had water. Good job, Czar. You're doing better than me. Medicine time. Also, I have some genuine, real, actual H2O here that I should drink instead of my iron brew. Woo, actual hydration. Dang. I'm winning. I have too many pills and it's a pain. Good job, kitten. Oh, don't do that to me. No, I'll die. That's like super. I had a Lucozade. Okay, a Lucozade Orange is delicious. That is the good stuff. Okay. Mission success, and I didn't choke. Yay! Hey guys, if we call her kitten, I'm only allowed to call you guys kittens. You can't do it back. You can't Uno reverse me. I'm the auntie cat. I'm the mama cat. I'll scruff y'all. It is time to get to work. Put those legs of yours to good use. Not knowing what else to do, is there anything else you can do? You begin to explore. Oh yes, shakes you like a rag doll. This is what you wanted. You examine the rooms first on the ground floor of the castle, which are of a similar scale to the impressive entrance hall, large and richly furnished but utterly unoccupied. Did she say she's the mummy? Look, I'm not sure an auntie cat is allowed to scruff the kittens, okay? It's the one situation where I will allow myself to be the mother figure, is if I'm scruffing you all and dragging you all to bed. Not like that. After some time of aimless meandering, encountering nobody save the ghosts of eons past memorialized on portraits upon the walls, you muster the courage to ascend to the second floor. I'm just going to stop talking because I keep digging this hole bigger for myself. This floor too you examine, wandering through a seamlessly endless series of hallways until at long last you find a door which is ajar. From between the crack in the door and the jamb, you see flickering light. Irregular, yes, but it is light nonetheless. Could it be from a fireplace? That would suggest then that this room is occupied, unlike all of the others. Tell us more about the hole. I will not. You leave my ex-Christian hole alone. Oh. This has been a wild night. What the fuck? Perhaps the kindly princess you dreamed of will be waiting for you in this room. It is with a trembling hand that you press your palm against the door. You push it. Then you step inside the bedchamber, which unveils itself to you. Shyly, you stand in the threshold of the chamber, much of your courage extinguished. and gasp. The bedroom itself is gorgeous. It's a chamber so luxuriant, not even the shadows can obscure the fine craft of the furniture within it, nor the rich patterns on the walls. It is the girl inhabiting the chamber, however, who truly takes your breath away. Oh, there she is! I remember her from the last playthrough, and I remember the teeth motif with the little fluff everywhere, and how it looks like teeth over a red mouth, and she's got it all over herself. She's got it on her dress, she's got it on the corset section, she's got it on the shoulders, she's got the little teeth like crown, and she looks and what looks like bone earrings and a bone crown. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. Also, I love this kind of pencil effect style that it's got going for it. Really, really nice. Sitting upon the velveteen sheets of the towering four-poster is a girl in a sumptuous red gown who seems to be of like age to you. She looks like a Slayer's girl. I feel like you said that last time, Zara. That's unlocking a memory. Yes, yes. Slayers. Oh, Slayers. She does, though. She looks straight out of Slayers. I need to add Slayers to my to-watch list, because, oh man, I love... I've seen enough of Slayers so that I love everything about it. It's got the purple-haired lady who goes to the oh, and that is just life for me. With giving Bowsette, I see it, and I love it. Bowsette's design is peak, honestly. You do not have a clear view of the girl's face. Her head is bowed, her gaze directed downwards at her lap. You can tell from her hair, however, and from her slender calves, which protrude beneath the hem of her dress, that she is very pretty. I'm like, damn ankles, dang. Oh, nice. The girl's hair is golden, just like freshly cut wheat. But it's the red of her dress which truly captures your attention. Wow, no red flags here. I am colorblind. She is so striking you cannot look away from her. I am not actually colorblind, sorry. Ah! 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 The girl is not alone in her chamber either. She has a companion, though this companion is not half as endearing as she. Ah! In her lap, perched upon her velvet skirt, is a doll. The doll's hair, like that of her mistress, is golden, though much of it is hidden beneath a bonnet. The girl is adjusting the china teacup held in the doll's tiny hand, while the rim of the cup glints in the light which exudes from the fireplace. If the girl is of a similar age to you, it seems strange that she would content herself by playing with dolls. Is she not too old for it? Never too old. Let her play. This girl would be more at home, you decide, at a ball, wearing an extravagant gown, speaking with wealthy noblemen, perhaps even princes. She should not be sitting in what you presume is her bedchamber, adjusting a teacup in a doll's hand. But you're not afforded much more time to stand there, marvelling at the girl, because she turns. She raises her head. Oh, her little hand! And then her eyes meet yours. You thought the girl pretty when you first observed her, sitting on the edge of the plush velveteen bed examining her doll. Now she's looking at you, however, her face illuminated by the flames in their grate. You can see that you were mistaken. She's not just pretty, she's beautiful. So much so, it's breathtaking. She looks as though she stepped out of the pages of a picture book. She's simply too perfect to belong to this world. Perhaps she's some kind of vision, a waking dream, a hallucination. But no, she is none of those things. The doll on her lap is a cold, hard thing made of porcelain, and it's unflinchingly, reassuringly real. If she were a mirage, surely she would not be able to handle physical objects such as this. It is strange, though. The doll, though immaculately made, looks oddly imperfect when compared to the girl who is holding it. She's so startlingly beautiful, she even puts man-made representations of feminine charms to shame. Feminine charms shows a terrifying doll. The sight of her makes you feel rather weak. You always have had a fondness for fair maidens, haven't you? You're rather hopeless when it comes to them, even worse than a knight errant from a courtly legend. Your aesthetic appreciation is not particularly ladylike, but... well... it's not every day a girl encounters an elegant beauty like this, attired in red, illuminated by the firelight. It's so good, right, Catherine? The writing is so smooth. It's just like... just flowery enough, and then it goes really nicely. It has this really nice flow from like poetic and flowery to sarcastic and biting, and oh, it's so good. It's so good. And that is very much Ebi Himi's voice, and I think it's fairly consistent across their visual novels, that same voice. It's so strong. It's so strong, and it works so well for their work. I suppose I can forgive you for this rudeness, as too can the girl. She does not seem to be the type to hold a grudge. She's got little fangies. Oh, says the girl, in a voice that, surprisingly enough, is far less refined than her appearance. It's good to see you. I've been waiting. Has she? That is news to you. You blink, perplexed, a response on the tip of your tongue, but you're unable to expel it into the ether. The girl is setting her doll aside. Then she stands, the hem of her dress swishing about her legs. Nimbly, like a ballerina, she canvasses the space between you. Her room is so very large, there's quite a lot of space. Then takes your hands in her own. You must, the girl says, her eyes aglow with excitement, be my new lady's maid. It's been a while, but it's such a relief that you finally arrived. I knew that you would. You'd never leave me alone, not when you knew how long I was waiting. Oh, I'm so happy. The girl's good mood is contagious, so much so you find yourself being swept away in it. You're tempted to accept any identity she might press upon you. You've never been a maid before, but you might not mind being this girl's maid. Damn, hell yeah. You cannot mask the confusion, however, which flickers across your face. You are not a good enough actress, and in any case, this is all happening too quickly. Why, you barely know this girl. Why is she being so very familiar? It is with blank, bovine eyes that you examine the girl. Moo. Your befuddlement is pronounced enough that even the girl, despite her good mood, notices it. Hi, guy! She frowns. Welcome, guy. What's not to like about this pretty lady? Unk unk. Then she says, her fingers sliding away from your own. Or am I mistaken? Are you not my new lady's maid after all?
You will give me an
The disappointment in the girl's face is abundant, so much so your heart clenches. You do not know her. She is still a stranger. But you are struck, all of a sudden, with an intense desire to appease her. Egg! She seems like a good person. Okay, the ads are going in 2 minutes. We are over time. Should we leave it here with this mysterious pretty lady and find some people to raid? We probably should, so I don't subject you to another round of ads, and then I can reboot my PC and get things working better for next time. I really don't like the new character again, but she's so pretty. Yeah, you'll fall in love with her, don't worry. I believe. I believe. I believe in pretty ladies. The ads are going. No, they shouldn't be going yet. They're going in 2 minutes. Outer Godding, let's do it. It's Case's birthday. Yeah, let's go raid Outer Godding. It is Case's birthday. We have had the Sambiance Raiders from the Sam birthday. Let's go celebrate Case's birthday as well. The raid commands are going in, and I will be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock for more streams after doing robust tech checks to get things up and running. Thank you all so much for joining me. Let me get let me get the raid started. Yeah, they're so good. They're so good. Okay, the raid is looking good to go. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you so very much with all of my heart for bearing with me and for tuning in despite my model not working. That means a lot. It's always stressful when the model tech doesn't work, and I really appreciate you all hanging around and chatting and engaging despite the tech issues. So yeah, love you all. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much for brightening my evening and making what could have been a stressful tech issue filled mess much, much more chill and enjoyable than it could have been otherwise. I love you all. Look after yourselves. If you're around tomorrow, come see me then. Otherwise, have a great weekend. Alright, bye-bye now. And hey, if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe if you want. I might have to re-record this one with my proper model, but hey, that's life.